I can say this out loud with pride. The Smolaks are clients of Essex County Ghost Project, and this place is haunted. So we're actually in a haunted location tonight. This is one of about close to 44 events I've had since August. We also do private homes, fundraising for nonprofits throughout the region. And Essex County goes basically from the Bridgewater Triangle to Plymouth, New Hampshire, and from Cape Ann out to the Western Berkshires. During the COVID case, everybody shut down. Essex County kept going. We had cases all over the place because clients, where nobody was doing it. Because people say you gotta stay open for an emergency. What's an emergency? Your kid or grandson gets thrown in the middle of the night. That's an emergency to somebody, isn't it? Might not be an emergency to somebody else, but to you it is. So we stayed doing what we do, and we do not charge at all. So what I'm going to do tonight, we don't even charge for investigations. It's a hobby. So we're going to do something a little different, because the last 2 years I talked about equipment, and some of you guys have been here right from the beginning. Thank you all for returning. And thanks to the new people, I want to thank Joe and Mike and the rest of them for having me tonight. While I explain some equipment, the first thing I'm going to explain is a pendulum. Anyone ever see one of these? No. Used for dowsing and feeling energy. Now, in the past, I've actually made this swing myself because the locations we had the Halloween special at, the mixer, were not paranormal locations. So to give a presentation, you gotta... But tonight, I'm gonna pass out some pendulums and we're gonna do a huge pendulum session. That's how we're gonna start tonight with. So who would like to start with a pendulum? Anybody? Bill. Oh, Bill? Okay, Bill. Anybody else?
I will.
You will. Anybody else? Anybody else? You can use this one. Remember, anything can be used as a pendulum. Anything. You can use, one of my former team members used an arrowhead he found on the ground. Another one used a paper clip. They work just as easy. Anybody else want to use a pendulum? No? You want to use this one, Mike? Come on.
What am I going to do with it?
You're going to hold the pendulum just like this. And I'm going to go to the dowsing rods. It's all the same type of stuff. So Mike, I'll move over this way. All right. We ready? So we're going to say, all you with pendulums say, show me a yes.
Show me a yes.
Julius is moving, look at hers.
That's a circle, yes. Now stop the pendulum, say please stop.
Please stop.
Okay, show me a no.
Show me a no. A no?
Yeah.
A no. Show me a no.
Okay, so they're mostly moving circles for yes and left to right or back and forth for no's. Dowsing rods are not my specialty. My case manager, what?
Mine neither. I was the only one out of 12 in Philadelphia that it wouldn't work for.
But dowsing rods they use back to find water too. So we're gonna track some energy here. Let's all ask, are there any spirits here that want to communicate with us? If so, make these pendulums swing in a circle, please. Wow, we got some pendulums swinging there. Look, Mike's is swinging.
Look at G is over here.
G is swinging. Looks like everybody is. All right. Are you the spirit that we heard in here? When we were in here setting up, some of my team members had already started in the house and the outbuildings and the land. I was grabbing a couple extra things and we heard this. Upstairs, you've heard that. It was one of the claims. Are you the spirit that was walking the haylofts? If so, make these pendulums swing in a circle. I'm not even going to bother with those because dowsing rods are not my specialty. I tried.
Gia, look at G is.
Yeah, she's really going.
Wow. God.
I'll use this. Are there any spirits? Joe, they're not going to bother you. Don't worry. They're all nice people here. All right, are there any spirits attached to the land here? If so, make these pendulums swing in a circle.
God, Jesus is out of control.
Seriously, not doing anything.
No, that's what it's the energy.
You're gonna win the lottery.
Oh, it's slowing down.
Sorry.
All right, anybody else want to try before we continue on?
It's painless.
Yeah, it is painless.
Annie and Bob, you try.
So I really can do this at my house? I can go home
Yeah.
with something and just say, are there any spirits here?
Yeah. Any of us can use a pendulum. We don't have to be psychic. I believe everyone's a psychic. If you can calm yourself down and get rid of all the negative energy around you and calm down, you all got abilities. We all have abilities. There are plenty of people in this room with psychic abilities. Some people I've been around a while, so I don't get headaches, but there's some new people in this room, they have abilities because I'm getting a headache. That's what happens when I'm around new people. And a lot of the regulars I know, so it's not one of the regulars. All right, let's ask the same question. Are there any spirits here that want to communicate with us? If so, make these pendulums swing, say yes. A little movement there.
You got a dud, Bob.
Well, not all pendulums work with everybody. I can't use wood or brass.
So we switch. Maybe we
Bob,
should
you want to switch? Let's switch off.
Switch.
And some people are great with everything.
I think Joe should get a pendulum. Yeah, exactly. I agree. He is the intern. That's what's part of the job description. Already.
Why not? No, and his isn't at all.
Look at G
And we
is.
switched.
Ask if there are any spirits in here. Why don't you try asking yourself? Sir. Hey, you, ask.
Any spirits in here?
Doesn't like you.
Geez, you lost spirits in it, bro.
You must know he's the intern.
Oh, not mine.
To change direction.
Yeah, because she's using something different too.
Passenger in the car.
No, she
I think I'm gonna change my profession. I was gonna say. I might head to Salem tonight.
This is one of the old ways to determine whether you're gonna have a baby boy or a baby girl, too.
But you're gonna have a grandchild, aren't you?
Soon to be 2 weeks.
Oh, you guys know them.
Look at this. This is crazy.
What? It don't like you, I guess.
Doesn't
Here,
like me, yeah.
try holding it like this.
Ants isn't moving either. Huh? Yours is hard.
Ask if there are any spirits in here
Are there any spirits in here
vortex.
that would like to speak to us.
that would like to speak to me?
Any spirits in there that
I found the ghost cookie.
Okay,
emphasis like.
got a little slight movement over here. She's still cooking over there with
Really?
speed.
Yeah, I don't know.
All right, so, well, you got that stuff in your hand. Some of the equipment we would use, some of it I haven't yet used on the farm. When we first go into a house, we'll scan for temperature. Because right now we're getting a base reading of 54. If it was 70 in here, and we come back with the lights out, and we scan the same wall, and it's 70, 70, 70. Oh, it dropped to 30 over here. There could be something there.
Okay.
Obviously, it hasn't dropped, it's staying steady, but that's why we would use something like this. This is a K2 meter. This is actually kind of fun. Also used to pick up EMF,
What's the EMF?
electric magnetic fields.
Come on,
That's all right, Joe.
keep up, Joe.
No big deal, Joe.
So now this is going,
What
it's
does that
going a
mean?
different way.
Because it's a different year, so every stone's different. That's a stone you use, that's a tiger's eye you use it. What were you using before?
I was using his,
His, which is,
but it was going going around in
Yeah.
a circle, and now it's just going straight back and forth. It's
Okay, so
crazy.
now we're gonna ask the question, ask what your yes is. Ask again what the yes is. Stop the pendulum, stop it by hand, yeah. Now ask what a yes, show me a yes.
Yes, Y-E-S?
Yeah, show me a yes, say that.
Show me a yes.
So the yes for this stone is back and forth.
Yeah.
It's different for each pendulum. So that's a yes for you. So whatever you were thinking in your head
Yes.
is saying yes to you. So sometimes we'll put these on the floor. This is a REM pod. This also picks up energy if something walks over it. So if Mike said we've heard footsteps on those stairs and we go to the house, we'll do that. And if something walks by that, this thing lights up. So it would be on, a camera would be on it and it would show it's lit up. So it shows there's something there. K2 meter, the same thing. We're gonna ask if there's anything in this area, which we already know there is and there isn't, but this would light up. It also picks up electromagnetic fields. 0.0 to 0.5 is safe. Anything over that, you wanna get out of Dodge. Because that's either a spirit, or we had a case down in Melrose, Wakefield area, where I actually had to go buy a digital meter. Because the EMFs were so high off of this meter, it was spiking all the way to the top, so I couldn't get an exact read. So I had to go buy one of these. Now I told you what was safe, right? Well, this was reading 199.9 in the house. That's how much electromagnetic field was going through the apartment building we were in. And that's why the lady was having all sorts of problems, because that would cause you paranoia, seeing things that aren't there, and a few other things along the way. And actually, we got a little read here about 0.1, which isn't heavy at all. I mean, it probably would stay 0.1 if we went through the whole shebang. Now, we're going to do an EVP here, which is electric voice phenomena. Oh, yeah, on the side over here. Okay. So we need everybody quiet for a minute. Are there any spirits here that want to say hi to us? If so, speak into this, please, quiet. Is there any spirits here that want to speak to us? Can we have your name, please? Mike, you want to ask a question since you...
The spirit that's here, is it a relative of mine? Or is it a relative of anybody's that's here, that the spirit has followed them here?
All right, so now what we do is we stop this. I'm going to continue talking while Bill sets up the other half of this. This is another meter we also use. It does the same thing, it checks electromagnetic fields.
Why is yours going so crazy?
Because something she's thinking, she's getting yeses for. We don't know what she's thinking though.
Yeah, what do you think?
What do you think?
Yes.
It's gonna stop right now.
This was an original EMF detector. Who remembers these? The simple compass.
Oh, yes.
Oh.
So now we got a 0.2 in here for electromagnetic fields, which is interesting. When we
Is
did,
that high or low?
that's low, but it's, when we did sweep this before, it was between 0.2 and 0.4 with the lights out, so that means there's some activity going on.
They moved upstairs.
Yes,
They like their privacy.
yes, they do. All right. We're gonna play this back now. Everybody, I think we recorded that last time. Hold on one second. Nope, it barely recorded anything.
Well, let me see it, Tom, I'll get it to you.
So
No,
that
it
means the
did-
spirits were not
It didn't
talking.
record anything on that one,
Yeah.
except us talking. Yeah,
She had a comment.
yes.
So that means the spirits were not talking to us.
And not necessarily, did you see how much, we did about 5 minutes worth of recording and we only got about 2.5 minutes. Which means we lost time. That's been happening a lot lately with our EVPs, where we're losing time. That's the Hilldale one from the other night.
Will they come back after we all?
Oh yeah, they didn't leave the area.
Oh, I didn't know.
No, they just hid. Hide and seek.
Just sitting out in the field.
We also use, don't worry about it.
Exactly.
We also use video cameras, temperature gauges, regular cameras. We have different types of audio. I also use cassette tapes and point and shoot 35 millimeter camera on the good cases, because the difference between a digital and a regular camera and an old fashioned camera is what? Shutter speed. So the slower shutter speed sometimes picks up better things. The nice things about digital is I can take 3,000 pictures, if you get a memory card big enough, and look at it right away. With 35 millimeter camera, you gotta go send the film out to be, and then sometimes you may get nothing. But that's how that equipment works. Bill, what else did you bring with? Don't worry about the EVP, something went messy with that. What else did you bring? Couple things in here. Also too, when I'm done a house, I will actually go through and sage out the house with different sages. And this is the pen I would use, the thing I would use, the seashell I would use, and I got a whole case of different sages in there. The different types of hauntings now in here are all good things, but there are houses we've been into that aren't good. They're very nasty. And sometimes we have to help those people out, move those spirits out of the house. We've done that. Because sometimes those spirits just don't want to be, they want to be, you got the flare with you too?
Yeah.
Power up that real quick. I want to show you how the flare thermal imager works real
Hey,
quick.
Tom, got a question for you.
Yeah.
Those nasty homes, have you ever been like, gone through to like, find them, have you ever been pushed? Or like,
Oh, have I ever been pushed? Let me see.
well, here we go. You gotta-
Let me count the ways.
Let me count the ways is right. Let's see. I did a fundraiser at the Sandown Meeting House. Who's been to the old-fashioned colonial meeting houses? Anybody here? You know, they have the eagle's nest, that little squid, it's a circular thing. They would climb up and they look over their people. And I wasn't getting a response, so I went from talking Protestant, early New England religion to the Catholic religion, which I am. And all of a sudden, so I'm standing in the crow's nest, it's called. All of a sudden, I feel something here, and here I go, right up against the window with a 60-foot drop. Never got shoved out the window, but that's one.
They were Christian.
Yeah, no, they weren't Christian at all. Let's see, I did a house where I get a call from the client going, "You got rid of the demon." I said, "No, we didn't." And I'm on the phone with the friend of the family, a friend of mine who's on the team, who I told their kids to stay out of this house in North Lawrence. I won't say where, but they went back to the house and the kids brought it home with them. To the house in Methuen, the attachment. By the time I was done, I still got scars on my body from that one attack. So yes, you can get hurt if you don't know, even if you know what you're doing.
And
So,
things,
yes, I have-
things can fly around a room. I did
And
a seance.
things can fly
I had
around
a
a room.
crucifix on a chain that flew out of my hand and embedded in a door.
All right. We also use a FLIR thermal imager. And that's what that looks like. And how we would use this, say we're in this room and it's all dark, right? I'll do
Use the lights out.
Yeah. Let's shut the lights down real quick. Here.
Joe, stay put. Don't move, Joe.
Oh, look at this thing. It's now going off.
Somebody's walking over?
Something near it, yeah, something touched it. And this thing scouted up to 06.
Let's get this party started.
See, that's why this place is great. Mike turns the lights off. It's gonna be a little dark in here, but that's all right. Boom! So this is what a FLIR thermal imager looks like. So say, there's Bill, right there. Say hi, Bill. Wave your hand so they know you're talking. So here's Bill. Now, I come in here, there's nobody in here, right? And I start scanning around the room. Oh, there's Mike. But say I don't see that that's Mike. I'm like, oh, all of a sudden you pick up this energy signal on this and there's nobody in the room, so you know you got something. We know that's Mike there, though.
You sure?
Mike's right here.
And there's a mic over there too. But see how that would work? The other way this thing works is it leaves an energy, a heat print behind.
Wow.
So say I put this on that stairs because Mike told me he heard things and we were outside investigating the yard and we hear this thing go off. Oh look, it's going off again. Is there any of Mike's family members here? If so, can you make this and that was me. Can you make this pod go off again, please? It also helps you locate your keys when you drop them on the ground. So that's what a FLIR does, and you can see what a cluster looks like. A cluster of people. So this actually works, like I said.
Different type.
So if we did have that issue where Mike said we put the REM pod up, there it goes off, we got it on camera, on a video camera similar to this, we'll then go up and check the railing, and then you might get a handprint on the railing too, from whatever came down. That's why when we investigate, the team all knows where they are located at all the times, and we never open these private cases up to the public. Mike, turn the lights back on, please.
Wait, I
Oh, we got one more thing to do.
want to show some stuff here.
Okay. This is Bill, my tech guy. Say hi to Bill.
Hi there, Bill.
How's everybody doing?
Great.
Good. Okay, I'm going to show you some equipment. It's better to show it than just talk about it. Okay. This goes out EMF fields. Okay. This picks it up. This is when we go in the house, we're looking for this. Okay. Everybody see that?
So that's what
Flashing.
that's a pump he's using to send out EMF into
This is
the
an
air.
EMF detector.
Yeah.
And this is the K2 that John was showing you. Okay. Bring it close. See it all light up? Then you go out. That's what we look for when we go in our house. High EMFs. Not near the wall, but out here. If it's coming from the wall way out here, you know it's dangerous. But if it's close to the wall, you're not going to be near the wall, so it doesn't matter. Usually you don't want high EMFs in your bedroom or in the living room where you mostly are. So that's where you want to.
And then here's the ghost meter.
Okay.
See? And that picks that up. This is the old school equipment.
One more thing I want to talk about is the cell phones. Everybody has a cell phone, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Now, when they started off with the cell phones back in the 80s, right, there was 1G, 2G. G stands for generation. They go from 1G, it was in kilohertz. 1 and 2 generation. 2 and 3 were in megahertz, okay? Millions of cycles a second, all right? Now we're in the 5th generation, which is in gigahertz, which is in billions of hertz a second. All right? And if you look 10 years ago for tumors of the brain, because you're talking a long time on the phone, and now you see it double. Tumors double because of the hertz went way up from megahertz to gigahertz. And it's going up to terahertz, which is trillions of cycles a second. So that should double the tumors too, that people talk. If you can talk on something that's not near your ears, you know. And your Wi-Fi's too at home, okay? If you got the Wi-Fi just in the air, you're gonna get bombarded by a lot of high hertz, okay? If you got a wire that goes to it from your computer into the Wi-Fi, use that instead of just in the air if you can, okay?
And here's my Bluetooth.
And the Bluetooth too. Well, the IMFs. It's going to terahertz. They're crazy. They want to go to the terahertz, and people are going to be talking to cell phones and getting bombarded, and you're getting a glial. You get one of those tumors in the brain, right? It's very hard to cure. Usually you're dead in 6 months if you get a glial.
I do run Hilldale Cemetery, which is a non-profit cemetery, and we always run ghost hunts over there. If there is any money people have donated to me, it usually goes right from my pocket to the Hilldale Cemetery Association's pocket, because that has absolutely no money. We take care of 21 acres of a cemetery.
Good.
21 acres of a cemetery with all volunteers, and we still need about another $500,000 to finish up the work that needs to be done on that property. So anything I do make on this goes directly to Hilldale.
Any other questions?
How do they get in touch with you?
My cell phone, 978-376-2807.
And do you have a website or just?
I have a Facebook page. The website's being worked on. I had a great website, but the company shut down and never notified anybody. And we lost everything. I got somebody working on it. It's just taking some
So
time.
again, if anyone's interested in talking to them, if you can't reach them, you can call the chamber. The chamber will put you in touch with Tom.
I can come see him right now.
Yeah.
I'll talk now. So
Well,
you're gonna
talk
stick
now.
around, Tom, and
Oh yeah, I'll be here for a while.
So I want to say thank you to
Thank you, Tom.
County Ghost Project.
Michael and Bill in the back. Thank you so much for having us.